In today's video, I'm gonna quickly show you how to fix the issue of apps here not downloading inside App Store on your phone. Let's say you're trying to download an app in here and accidentally it doesn't download, it simply gets stuck while loading, or you might be in a much complicated situation where you have this screen in here which says cannot connect to the App Store for a specific reason, and then you've got a retry button in here. I'm gonna show you how to fix this in today's video, and I'm gonna help you diagnosing in order to fix it permanently so the problem doesn't come back again in the future. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. Now, without any further ado, let's jump straight into today's video in here, where I'm gonna tell you what are usually the causes for this problem. So you might be having a setting which is not turned on, or you might be having a specific setting which is restricting you from actually accessing App Store. So now we do have a lot of settings in this much recent software versions that allow you to block specific plus 18 apps, for example, or it might disable connectivity here for a specific app. So I'm gonna help you diagnosing and fixing the issue in today's video. So first things first, I would recommend you guys to check your internet connectivity. Okay, so all you want to do in here is bring down the control center at the top right corner, and then you want to turn on flight mode for a couple seconds. Wait for 10 to 15 seconds like this, and then simply turn it off. If you're trying to download it through Wi-Fi, simply turn it off and then turn it back on. Now, if this doesn't fix anything, you want to hop into settings real quick. There we go, settings is right here. Let me quickly close and reopen it because I was in a specific different setting, and then I'm gonna scroll down a bit all the way to cellular down here. So you want to tap once in cellular, and then you want to scroll down and check all your SIMs that you've got in here. And then once you're here, based on how many eSIMs you have, you might be having multiple eSIMs just the way you do have, or even physical SIMs, right? So you want to select the one from where you're actually trying to connect to the internet. For example, in my case, it's going to be this one, the very first one. And then next up, you want to simply tap here on turn this line off in order to toggle it off. Tap on OK, you've just toggled it off, and next up in just a few seconds, you'll tap on it once again to toggle it back on. So once this is done, you're gonna simply close settings and then try to see if the problem is sorted out. Now, if so far nothing helped you fixing the problem, no worries, we're hopping into settings real quick. We're scrolling down all the way to screen time down here. Okay, this is a very important step and one of the common steps that usually face the problem that you've got. So once you're here under screen time, you want to tap once on screen time. Next up, you want to scroll down and tap here under restrictions. We do have an option which says content and privacy restrictions. So you want to tap once, hop into content and privacy restrictions, and next up you want to tap here on allowed apps and features. You want to ensure that all apps are toggled on, because you might be having an app which is related to your app store or even your app store turned off in here. So once we've double checked that everything's turned on in here, we're going back, we'll tap on iTunes and App Store, and over here we want to tap on installing apps first, and then we want to make sure that it's set to allow, because if it's set to not allow, then you won't be able to install apps on your phone. Next up, go back and tap on deleting apps. Of course, this you can keep on allow, but in case you want to also use this feature in the future, you can, for example, block so nobody is able to uninstall apps. It's a very good feature for kids at your home, as well as in-app purchases. For example, you can allow or simply disable it permanently. Now, once you're done doing this, you want to close settings. You want to try downloading an app, install it into your iPhone, and if you simply keep on facing the same issue, what I would recommend you guys next is to actually check your internet speed in here. So you want to hop into Safari real quick, and then next up you want to search or simply type speed test. Tap on OK to go, and then you'll be brought to this Google web page in here where you do have an option to run a speed test. Tap on run speed test and see how quick is your internet speed. Usually an ideal speed is around 8 megabits per second. Mine's running around 8 to 9, okay? That's ideal. Next up, you'll try the upload speed as well. That was the download speed. It's pretty slow, but no worries. You want to double check if it's working fine or not. Most importantly, the download speed. And then you've got in here a note that comes after running your speed test to see how quick your internet is. You might be in a situation where your internet is so slow that it's it's not allowing you to download stuff. So if that's the case, connect to a different network and see if the problem gets sorted out. Now, if none of this helped, no worries, we're moving into the next one where we're hopping into settings. We're scrolling down all the way to apps down here. Tap once on apps and then you want to scroll down all the way to App Store, which is right here. Tap on App Store, launch App Store settings, and over here you want to check if cellular data is turned or toggled on. It needs to be toggled on in case you're trying to download or install an app from the App Store. Now, if it's toggled off, obviously it means that your App Store won't get access to your cellular data. Now, the next thing I want you to double check as well is to simply scroll down all the way to cellular data. You've got app downloads. You want to tap once in here. You want to change this to always allow, because in case you're trying to download a very big application which exceeds 200 megabytes, it may ask you whether you want to download it or not, and you might accidentally toggle the no answer, which will consequently influence or might influence while you're trying to download other apps, right? So make sure this is always set to always allow. Now, next thing you want to double check, in case this doesn't work out, you want to inspect your phone to see if you do not have any other app downloading. If you have another apps downloading, especially if you've just reset your iPhone or if you've just set up a brand new iPhone, your phone might be downloading a lot of applications and that specific app you're trying to install might be in a queue. So all you want to do is wait. So in order to check that, you want to see your main home screen in here if you don't have any app kind of loading or looking grayed out. If it's grayed out, then probably just need to wait for a couple more minutes and make sure that you have enough charge or that your charger is connected so the update or download process doesn't get interrupted throughout the process. One of the last things to check is your iPhone storage in here. You want to hop into settings, tap on general, tap on iPhone storage and see if you do have free space. For example, I only have 3 gigabytes of space in here, which is also very tight. I need to clean up a lot of space in here. So you want to double check if you do not have a lot of space being eaten up in here unnecessarily, because you might be trying to download an application that occupies 2 gigabytes, but you do not have enough space to store that specific app. So that might be one of the causes in here interfering. Last but not least, I would recommend you guys to perform a forced restart where you need to rapidly tap on volume up and down and then press and hold the power button for 7 seconds until you see the Apple logo. This is for iPhone 8 or later models all the way to iPhone 17. If you have an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, all you want to do is press and hold the power button along with the volume down, press and hold both of the buttons combination until you see the Apple logo on your screen. Now, if you have an iPhone with a physical home button in here, all you want to do is press and hold the power button, which is usually located here or here at the top for much older devices. Press and hold it along with the physical home button until you see the Apple logo and then release it. Now, let's just try doing it in here. So volume up, volume down, and then pressing and holding the power button. It needs to be here quickly, just the way I've done it, right? I'm only pressing the power button right now in here. I'm not pressing anything in here, just the power button. Keep on pressing for more seconds. There we go. Release the button as soon as you see the Apple logo here showing up on your screen in white color. So all you want to do now is just wait for a couple seconds and let our iPhone reboot on its own. This is a forced restart. It usually helps fixing most of the bugs and glitches that you've got on your phone. And do not worry, this doesn't delete any sort of data from your phone or any important information. So this was it for today, guys. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video. And if you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know down in the comment section if you do have any questions or doubts. Thanks for watching Fixed by Shaq, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.